first pick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Choose and pick the best one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select and make your first pick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Choose and pick the best one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select and make your first pick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Choose and pick the best one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select and make your first pick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Choose and pick the best one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I know you got your options, so pick the right thing. Some choices to make, a mad ruckus to bring. I'm just hooked on it. Dark bodies are wanted. I don't know where you got your skills from.
Monkeys. Islands. That's right. You there. Do you like adventure games? Someone here does. Well, it's time to find the best one. Oh, good. Good! I love video games with mazes.
Gross.
It's a nose.
Yuck. Yeah, I'd rather not touch it. Yeah, I'd rather not touch it.
I'd rather not touch it, he says.
Yeah, I'd rather not touch it. Ooh, that's refreshing. I can't reach it.
Why, hello there.
Hello there.
How is the Monkey Island?
Also,
Which
well,
version are you playing?
this is the first one.
Yeah, I meant which version of it are you playing?
Creepy.
The one that is on Steam, which is the XBLA remaster.
Oh, the
Yeah, I'd rather not.
crummy mobile looking graphics.
It looks like a Flash game in parts, but you can turn on the old graphic. That look way better, honestly. But then you don't get the voice acting, which I think is charming.
Oh, you're okay. You're pretty far along.
Yeah. And at any point, if I'm exhausted... Oh, cool.
Oh god, yeah. These character models.
it's real. It made sense.
No.
When Xbox Live Arcade only had a certain number of.
I'm just gonna say no. It did make sense. Wasn't good.
Because they're like clearly 3D renders.
Yeah. Sorry, that only works for JRPGs. Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course.
Let me tell you about Estelle Bright.
She likes sneakers.
She does. Stregas, specifically.
Because that's what the kids.
Hey, I'm just saying, now's the time to get into it. It seems like Zeto may
Now
become
that
a
Trails
Trails
to Azure is
person.
out, and now I can
It's
play
one of the best
entire series.
JRPGs of all time.
Okay,
Same with Trails in the Sky SC.
it's okay. Most JRPGs are bad.
You can't bait me like this. I'm not Chris. You can't bait me like
Dragon
You shouldn't.
Quest, more like Drag
I mean-
on Dragoon, which is
I don't really
the
like
Japanese
Dragon Quest
name
stuff.
for Drakengard.
Remember when you played like an hour of Drakengard 3?
Yeah, I do. I do remember that. And I was like, oh, this frame rate is too much for me right now.
You mean not enough.
Oh, that'll happen at some point. Listen, I'm a trash goblin. At some point I'll get tired of playing well-received video games. I mean, I need to go back to play more Blood Omen 2, even though I don't want to.
Shadowrun's Covenant.
What is that? Sounds like a JRPG.
Yeah, it's a dogfight simulator.
Okay, cool.
One of the dogs you fight is an alien.
Listen, you gotta get all of these Wagner operas.
Yeah,
So
that's
that-
how you get Karen's abilities.
Yeah, so that the Imperial German officer lady gets more abilities.
Have you
She's
come
great.
back to let us repay you for your fine
Carrie Wahlberg. Before she was capital K, capital W, Carrie Wahlberg.
Tell us, what is
Yep.
it?
I have soup.
I'm looking for somebody.
I'm quite happy.
Here? On Monkey Island?
We're the only people living on Monkey Island.
Well, the only civilized people.
That's okay. The people I'm looking for aren't living.
Oh, yeah. Those guys.
Then you've seen the ghost pirate LeChuck and his cadaverous crew?
Those jerks have been bugging us for months.
Zooming around here in that creepy ghost ship of theirs. Wailing and moaning until all hours of the morning.
Scaring away all the cruise ship business.
Brayden, does this feature culminate
Normally,
with you playing
we have
Myst?
problems with the undead.
I don't want to
Just
play
cook
Myst
up our
because
standard potion of
Okay.
exorcism
I-
and be done with it.
You don't have to
nothing
explain
about
it, though.
that style of adventure game.
You should try it, Abduction.
Give me the potion. I'll use it on LeChuck.
It hasn't gone on sale.
We can't.
Why not?
Well, the main ingredient of the potion is a very rare root.
That's
in
fair.
fact, there's only one in existence.
We only use a little bit at a time, you see.
But LeChuck stole the whole thing.
LeChuck came in here and stole your root? What a cad.
And I
The
suppose
cat
stealing
knocked down
bananas
no
is
less
any
than
better.
2 of my roommate's plants today.
Where is he hiding it?
As they're wont to do.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that's strange. They weren't eating them?
Oh, he was.
Somewhere in a
And then he
hidden
knocked it
system
down.
of catacombs, a hellish
He's
place
basically
veterans
killed my
30.
roommate's
of
mint plant.
tortured souls trapped forever in the rock.
And it
where the
turns
Mint doesn't
out-
do shit.
and the air
Mint was supposed to stop the
with
deers, and it
rancid
didn't.
Smell of pure
Mint's a lie.
Tourists used to line up for hours to see it.
And then LeChuck came and ruined everything, right?
No, we lost the key.
It was stolen.
Well, we loaned it to a hermit who lives on the island.
And until that crusty old pantless weirdo brings it back, we're keeping his banana picker.
But yeah, abduction is missed but
I'll defy the
approachable.
chuck and get the
That
root.
sounds great.
Missed, but you don't need to keep a journal to figure out what the fuck you're supposed to do.
I just
Never find your way through the catacombs.
Although you can play that game in the Mist style, like you can choose to make a series of screenshots you go between. I don't know why anybody would do that, but
The what?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I suppose it lets you more specifically narrow down exactly what is, functional and what is just scenery.
Yeah.
which is maybe the only problem I have with that game, but I feel like it doesn't take it too long before you realize, like, oh, there's nothing in this shack, there will never be anything in the shack. This is just set dressing.
Head. It was once attached to a navigator.
We've kept it alive magically, so we could take
Anyway, how do you like the cheeky dialogue?
It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, this, I could see how someone thought this would be funny in 1990.
Can't have it.
I guess we have nothing to offer you.
After he gave us that nice
I played the first one of these.
bill.
Never came back
Feel free
to
come
the
Great
sequels.
Monkey and
Well,
visit your
there are
idol anytime.
3 more.
So,
There are like 5 of
anyway,
them.
Lemonhead, what was that you were saying
Coming in the
about
Telltale game.
oils?
Well,
Oh, that's right. Fucking right.
And that was a pre-Walking Dead one, right?
Yes, that was a pre-Walking Dead. Do I have something that would tell the cannibals how to get a new head?
Oh, we couldn't take that. You've already given us so much.
Give Skull.
Oh, I have to give him some leaflets.
Well, look at this. It looks like instructions on how to get ahead.
Ha ha!
we could give him our head and use these instructions to get ourselves a new one.
Yes, I suppose we can give you this now.
Thanks.
My patience
Looks pretty good for a dried up old head, doesn't it?
for this is quite low at this point.
Has it been long over the course of the game, or is it more just a you're not in the mood today situation?
Over the course of the game. It's just old adventure game shit.
I think he likes you.
I believe you are
Just
like,
follow his
well
nose,
into
and
the
you'll
second
lead
half
to
of the game.
LeChuck's hideout
Oh, yeah.
in the catacombs.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to finish it
Then
today.
get
Which
the
is to say,
root
I
of
don't
LeChuck and
remember
come back
this.
here.
I can press the
We'll
H
mix a
button
batch
and
of
it
our
will
special
straight up tell me what to do.
ghost-dissolving solution.
I'm pretty sure the only thing I actually remember in this, like the latest thing I remember in this game, is the mansion sequence where all that stuff happens off screen, and that joke goes on for like a minute too long.
It was very funny in 1990.
It
Just
was
like
very funny at
how
first.
the new Monkey Island game, they had the horse armor pre-order bonus,
Hmm.
and that was very funny. You see, because
The best jokes from 2006.
yeah, because you see, yeah, horse armor DLC, a very relevant goof in the year of our Lord 2022.
Kids learning to drive that were born after that joke was made.
Horse armor's not even a joke. Horse armor is just daily life now. We lost the battle on horse armor.
There are worse deals than horse armor.
You could
You can always win the battle though,
yeah,
by choosing to ignore it.
by
Ignore the future. Settle for the past.
Ignore cosmetics.
I ordered an MP3 player today.
Jesus Christ. How much storage does it have? 2 megabytes?
Like 8 gigs.
Oh, wow. You got yourself an iPod Touch.
This is gonna be for audiobooks,
Okay.
podcasts maybe. But my smartphone is officially dead now, so.
Hmm.
And I don't know if I want to buy another one.
Time to use a dumb phone. Gonna be one of those people going back to brick phones.
I don't like internet browsing on smartphones. I don't like digital keypads or keyboards. Virtual keyboards? Virtual keyboards.
Hi.
You're gonna go back to T9 texting? Is that what you're telling me?
I'm not gonna text. I don't like texting.
What?
I don't... But then you have to talk to people
I'd rather talk to somebody. I can get the information across faster.
on a phone.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
I disagree. Worth noting, I answer phone calls for a living. So
So did I. I did that for a while too. It doesn't matter.
it
It's
sucks.
fine.
It
It's totally
sucks.
fine.
I don't want people calling me.
That's the thing. Most people don't want to call, so they end up being rare.
But no,
I just-
if
now I don't get memes from my elderly aunt. It's nice.
that's fine. You just don't get on Facebook.
I've never had a Facebook.
Good. I had one for about a year, and then I just didn't care.
You know, I hated Facebook way before it was popular.
I hated Facebook.
Yes, thank you, Ducking Hell.
That's functionality.
Oh, thank you, functionality.
He's...
Phone calls are fine. Just talk on the phone. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
I am being unreasonable, but if I'm being honest, I
And essentially-
generally would prefer a text.
Justin,
Huh?
give your mother a call. Talk to your mother on the phone.
I have spoken with my mother
Good.
recently.
Good.
Not today, but you know.
I can't reach it.
Why does functionality have an alt account?
Uh,
I think it wants me to go to the left.
Also, what's the point of it if if you know? He's blowing his spot up like that.
listen, it's fine. No one's gonna fucking watch these streams.
I can't reach it.
Anyway, I pretty much have to have a smartphone for my job, so it's not an option for me.
I got this
That's too bad.
cool cursed head.
Braden,
Yes.
I'm now only missing 4 legendary skins,
That, you know...
and I'm most of the way to getting zealots. Which, by the way, once again, we talked about it briefly. Have you ever played A Quiet Drink?
No.
Ugh,
I
It's
forced
so
myself
fucking
to
good.
uninstall Vermintide last year because...
I think you would cackle when you
Yeah.
hear Grail Knight Kruper do his fake French accent.
Yeah, because
Honor the lady.
because it was all I was doing. It was my anxiety game of choice.
Saltspire wanted to be a steam tank driver, and we'll just start going, woo, woo, I'm a steam tank.
Excuse me, but is this the Lido deck?
Or he gets Sigmar's name wrong.
Yikes.
It's good. It's real good. My favorite fascist. It's a good sentence.
Yeah. Now
And-
I've
and
grown
yes.
the
That
skull.
doesn't seem to work.
Trust me, I am very aware that me talking about Vermintide
don't
gives you
wanna
the same
touch it
feeling
anymore
when
if
it's
I have to.
when you and Chris talk about Total
Ugh,
Warhammer.
Slimy and
Yeah.
goopy.
So I'll stop.
You can't have it. It's mine.
Oh, by the way, if you're gonna do your straw poll for what we're doing next in
Yeah.
tabletop, you should probably do that sooner rather than later, because that means that you'll end up having like multiple weeks of prep time.
Yeah.
And feel free to put make one of the options Relkin does a thing.
Yikes.
Yeah. Sure. If you want to try it out, I'd be happy to let you.
I think I'll keep it in mint condition. They might be worth something someday.
I think in the Discord, Borgmaster made the first and only example of the pussy portmanteau that I think is good. Which is to say,
where?
pirate in the video games.
Ah.
In response
I
to
see.
whether or not
May I please
the
have that necklace?
eShop shutting down matters. It's
No.
quite good.
But thanks for asking so politely.
Why can't I have
Yeah, I
it?
considered getting some stuff there, and I was like, well, what if I just
Feeling about this
didn't give
It's-
them any money?
It is super easy to mod a 3DS.
Maybe I'll
Also,
have to
like the one thing I was like, oh, I should get is at some point I'm gonna want to play the entirety of Fates, and I was like, oh, no, none of these things are on sale. No thanks.
It's fine. They're
Like, again,
the best campaign for Fates is Conquest. At least from a gameplay perspective. From a story perspective, it's maybe one of the most rotten.
Oh, come on, please.
No, we can change it from the inside.
You can beg all
Right.
What if I told you that there was in fact a fan
Pretty please?
You can
Oh, you
beg
telling me
all
there's a
you want.
patch that makes it a better game?
there's a fan basically a reworked fan script that tries to make the story of Conquest make sense.
Pretty please?
You can
Anyway, I'm
beg all you
asking
want,
this
but you can't
severed
have
head
it.
if I can have his eyeball necklace.
I don't want to have to hurt you.
I feel like you wouldn't need to ask.
And I don't want to have to make you regret it.
You're just polite.
Why can't I have it?
Look, don't be a nag, okay?
Come on, I'm gonna get more soup.
What are you gonna do? Bite me?
Remember, you need me to get out of this place. If I wanted to, I could strand you here forever.
If I wanted to, I could dropkick you into the lava.
On second thought, hey, what good's a necklace if you don't have shoulders?
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
it's a necklace if you don't have shoulders.
Yeah.
Okay.
This feels weird.
What else you been playing other than this? Anything
Um,
interesting?
I have been playing. Just look how much better this looks in VGA.
Why don't you leave it in VGA?
Because then I don't get the voice acting.
So?
I like that there's a ghost chicken. Oh,
I guess the voice acting matters a lot more when you're streaming and don't have to read it all out loud.
yeah. Oh, I wonder what that... Oh, that's the...
Together.
I was like, what's that noise? Is that ZP? And it's like, no, it's the...
It's locked tight. Must be something.
Ah, hi everybody.
Ah, why aren't you playing Myst? Ah, Sierra
You're
games are so much
cyberbullying
better.
me.
You die constantly, and that's good.
Gross. Look at the meat. It's locked tight. Must be something important down there.
I can't tell if your best friends are just consistently irritated with him.
All I got was a feather.
Chris is a good person.
Yeah.
I wouldn't argue against that.
That doesn't seem to work. I can't get inside it. It's nailed, chained, bolted, roped, glued, and welded together. I can't pick that up. I can't get inside it. It's nailed, chained, bolted, roped, glued, and welded together.
Oh, I see.
That's a good
Can't
feature.
find a ticklish spot on his body.
Yeah, they just
Tell me what to do,
integrated...
because nobody has the fucking patience for this shit anymore.
He looks sound asleep.
I deeply appreciate that they just integrated the universal hint system.
What was that?
Oh, I think you're there. Not to spoil the game.
Leave him alone.
Like they're like at the end.
I think so. Like I said earlier, I honestly can't remember anything past the mansion, but
Do adventure games always end abruptly?
a lot of them do.
Who
I mean, there's
dares
the man of the hour,
have
so you
another
probably are
ghost
there.
Pirate LeChuck? You'd better fear.
That doesn't seem to work. Looks like Monkey Island.
Bar, what be that noise? You'd better fear.
It's got little wriggling blue hairs in it. Ugh, no thanks. Ugh, no thanks. Ugh, no thanks.
Oh, I see. Gotta use a magnet. Of course. I love adventure games. That magnetic compass I definitely remembered I had.
Yikes! I hate rats. I'm not going near that monster rat. That doesn't seem to work. That doesn't seem to work. I don't see anything special about it. I can't find a ticklish spot on his body.
I love using items with items.
I can't find a ticklish spot on his body. It's a feather. I can't get it away from him. I can't get it away from him.
Oh, now I have a jug of grog. Now I can use the grog on this thing to dissolve it.
I think I'd rather save it.
No.
I think I'd rather save it. I'm not going near that monster rat. I think I'd rather save it. rather save it.
Yep, I gotta get the grease to open the
I
door.
don't see anything special about it.
Okay. Adventure games. This was once the dominant medium.
I think I'd rather save it. I can't whip that out in here. Ooh, that's refreshing.
Oh, I had to give.
I'll just pour it in this dish.
I had to give to the rat, not... I love
It's a
adventure
vat of cooking
games.
grease. Ugh, it's all over my hands.
Oh, I killed the ghost rat. A real thing. Hi, Mika.
I don't see anything special about it. This should stop it from squeaking. They're glowing ghost tools. Oh, good. More inventory.
Oh, good. More inventory. That's a good joke.
I don't want to wake him up unless I have some of that anti-ghost potion to defend myself with.
Now I can use the ghost tools to unlock the crate, probably.
This should do it. I'll just grab this old root and be on my way.
I think this is where Kojima got active camo from.
Oh, I don't think Kojima ever played this game. I think he got it because he watched The Predator.
Long walk
So
over the
this.
flow and a short hike
So
later.
I did it!
I'm
got
curious.
the root.
Mika told me that you apparently asked her to make some emotes. What are you thinking?
I'm
He's not kidding.
thinking something
Here
with
it is.
maybe like a
He's not
wheel
such a wimp
or
after
a
all.
doll or
Come on, let's go make the brew
Something
of the
like that.
fermented Root.
She could
But
make a good creepy at all.
We'll be right back.
yeah, just I will pass.
Who passed judgment?
That's
I got the root.
what Adol is saying in that screen cap that I got the picture from, but I just think it's very funny.
There it is.
It's
Once
good.
that stuff and the ectoplasm really hits the fan.
And if you have any left over, it's delicious with a little vanilla ice cream. Good luck.
Thanks.
I think I'm at the end of the game. I also
After some more
appreciate
furious paddling.
that the game just puts me here.
You scared me half to death!
Wait, what happened?
I'm
in an ad. Sorry.
It cut and immediately brought me to where I needed to go.
Balmy
Oh,
weather
sure.
happening,
Instead
isn't
of
it?
expecting you to find her with
Yeah.
It's always
for
like
yourself.
this down here.
I understand.
What happened to the ship?
They all left for the wedding.
Where's the wedding?
There's a lovely church on Melee Island. They're headed there. LeChuck is marrying the governor.
Marrying the... Melee Island? Oh no. I give up. I'm tired of chasing
What
them
happens if I
everywhere.
say this?
What? You can't give up now. What kind of a hero are you anyway?
You're right. I've got to stop that wedding.
Oh man, I'm gonna be done with this sooner than I thought.
Oh yeah,
Bob!
like I said, you're close.
What are you doing here? Oh, I missed the boat to the wedding.
What am I gonna do now?
Hey, no problem. We can take mine. Let's go.
Hey,
Unplug.
will you take me to Melee Island?
I'll lend you my ship if you promise to rescue me with it.
Okay.
Well, let's go.
Oh, Guybrush kicks butt. The last part of Monkey Island.
It's almost over.
Curse of Monkey Island has an option for more
Certainly easier
puzzles.
Than the trip to Monkey Island. I wonder where Two Throats
Oh,
going.
that's
to
the new
now.
one?
Yeah.
I'll
No,
stop
that's
wedding by
the
myself.
third one.
Yikes.
There's also an option for more puzzles in the new one.
Could I interest you in some root beer, sir?
Root beer? Oh boy! I love root beer!
Cool. Okay, this is just the end of the game, huh?
Yeah, you're there. Oh, I forget, what was the voice acting like for the voodoo lady?
That's not the way to the church.
It's fine.
Okay, I couldn't remember. I'm pretty sure I spent most of this game playing in the older graphics because I just
Yeah.
Any man with reason
thought this looked terrible.
that
Yeah, it looks way better. The groom isn't a gentleman.
Hey, who's that?
You!
Take this, you vaporous voodoo vermin.
Take what? Are you trying to bribe me?
Governor.
Governor!
Governor?
What's going on?
Oh, Guybrush, you mad fool! I'm impressed you came to rescue me, but it really wasn't necessary.
I do appreciate this goof.
I had everything well
That
in
it's like,
hand.
oh, Elaine was fine, you stupid
Unfortunately,
idiot.
My arrival has made it necessary for me to tip my hand early.
How? Who? But
If you're here, then who's that in the dress?
Oh, it's a monkey on top of a monkey.
Oh, don't scare them! They have my ghost-zapping root beer bottle!
Every pirate's dream.
I'll get it. Oops.
Ugh, nice going, Guybrush. Now I've got to chase them down to get my voodoo root beer back.
But hey!
you dared come here and confront me? I can't believe your audacity.
Take this, you vaporous voodoo vermin! You'll never menace decent, tangible pirates again, you billowing bag of something that begins with B.
Now, hold on a minute there, Freddy. I was only kidding, you know. We can settle this like gentlemen.
Oh no! It's jammed! Must be pocket lint. Say now. Let's not be hasty. Ah! Oh!
Oh, looks so much better. Biff.
Okay, the joke finally ended.
Yep.
If you're interested in trading up, I can give you a fair price for it. Howdy, partner. You know, just by looking at you, I can tell you're a man of the world. A man with an eye for quality. A man who knows a good bargain when he...
Once again, that's a good gag.
It doesn't seem to open.
I did it. And now there's an instant replay joke, because that was very funny in the 90s, you see.
It would have been funny if they had a Madden impersonator. If they had, like, you know, lines being drawn, here's a little circle, who's an X. That would have been comedy.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yikes! Oh, don't sneak up on me like that.
Sorry.
That's okay.
But I'll say one thing for him. What's that?
Oh, that old art is so good.
Looks nice exploding against the night sky. Yes, it's very romantic. Can I buy you a root beer? Sure. There's more at Stan's. Gosh, I hope Stan's okay. I wish my crew could have seen this.
You know, I can't shake the feeling that Guybrush was somehow responsible for that big rock sinking the ship.
Yeah. As soon as we find a way off this island, we're gonna have ourselves a little chat with Mr. Threepwood.
Let's get out of this hut first.
Yeah, at least I learned something from all this.
What's that?
Never pay more than $20 for a computer game.
Never pay more than $20 for a computer game. A what?
I don't know. Not sure what.
See, that's a good joke. Anyway, I beat the video game.
You beat the video game.
Sword fighting insults Orson Scott Card? Really? That explains why they're so milquetoast. That's a weird crossover.
When are you gonna play Advent Rising?
Absolutely not.
Oh, come on, you've played way
Mandalore
worse.
did a video on it. I'm exempt. I don't need to. There's nothing funny about playing Advent Rising.
Except the idea of you playing the entirety of Advent Rising is hilarious.
Yes. Yes, it is. But I don't want to do that. Because...
Thought I knew you.
But what if I played literally anything else?
Yeah, that's also an option. It's a pretty good option, actually.
Book also not available. See, that's a funny joke. Turn off your computer and go to sleep. Never.
alright game.
What else do you want to play?
Oh, for this
I
feature?
don't know yet. Or all the
Oh,
just-
Cam Clark was in this?
Yeah, he's Meat Hook.
Huh.
And then yeah, a lot of
Oh, Rob Paulson.
yeah, Rob Paulson.
Getting it done.
Definitely a lot
Hey,
of
Mika.
established voice acting talent in this. I just like the part where they recorded the entire Loom monologue, which is very funny. Because Loom
Remember at
is
the end of
terrible.
Loom where you become a bird and you abandon your entire
Yeah.
civilization to death?
Because it's a cliffhanger ending that
Yeah.
So as far as adventure games, now that I've experienced the magic of a LucasArts production,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Well, you don't want to play Grim Fandango?
Oh well. I do have Grim Fandango installed.
You don't need to play it. But you're going to.
Listen, if I didn't play everything you told me I didn't have to play, I wouldn't have played so many things.
What a life that would have been.
Imagine how many Trails games I could have finished.
I mean, I've been telling you to do those.
Yeah, exactly.
You would love those games.
I probably would.
Like what games?
The Trails in the Sky.
Oh. The tits games.
Giant Saga.
Yeah, tits.
They
Big
they don't get that way until Cold Steel.
No, that abbreviation for making a bad joke that everyone's already heard 1,000 times.
So our real friends call them Kiseki.
Yeah.
Kiski. So what's up next? You gonna do anything else right now?
For adventure,
I mean, in terms of adventure games, I figured if I had to assume, I'm guessing you're just gonna keep kind of jumping around from developer to developer.
Yeah, I'm threatening to play King's Quest 6 just to fuck with Chris. Because he wants to play that, and it's like, no, that's...
He still can.
He still can.
Also, he wouldn't do that because there's 1,000 other terrible fucking adventure games to
Yeah,
play.
there are
like
18
Nicopol.
more mid-2000s European adventure games that no one's heard of with shirtless, chiseled Anubis. God.
Hey, have you seen your dad? Has he said anything about me?
Hey, it's me, Anubis.
No, Anubis, my dad hasn't said anything about. Okay, well, if you could tell
your
me,
dad and I
all
would
that.
like to get shredded at the gym. Oh, Barotrauma's hit 1.0, by the way.
Yeah, it's been installed on my
Yeah.
computer for a while.
We could play Barotrauma. Get a boat.
That game seems cool, and it seems like it also requires like at least a handful of people to really do
Yeah.
anything more than the most basic missions.
Yeah. Yeah, so... You know, I have all the Wajidai stuff now.
Good.
And I have...
not all of it.
I have whatever was in the fucking Humbo Bundo.
Okay, if you have all of it, that's a frightening amount of.
I have a lot of it. I have all of the games they made themselves, and most of the games they published. So, if you really want to see my take on Shardlight,
Shardlight is fine. It's definitely not the one I would recommend. Which would be Gemini Rue.
Yeah.
That's a legitimate. That's one of the
I
best
played
adventure
a
games
little
ever
bit
made.
of that. Yeah, but at the time, I played a little bit of that, and I got stuck because it was 2012.
But now you're an adventure game master.
Yeah, now I'm an adventure game expert.
Professional adventure game player
Braden Arbitrary Water.
Braden Arbitrary Water Redacted.
Yeah. My roommate's making loud cat noises at the cat.
That's yeah. They're a cat owner.
Sometimes I go meow 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 at the cat. We could go to Monkey Island too. Oh
Nope.
yeah.
Nope.
No?
No.
No? I could play Star Trek Elite Force 2.
Okay. That's the TNG one, right?
Yeah, it's the movie TNG one.
Sure.
There's
lots of stuff you could do right
play
now.
Undernauts.
But you won't. Not on stream.
I mean, on stream, it's literally just me, like, random battle grinding.
Yep.
I don't necessarily think it's a great viewing game, and the same way I don't think Etrian Odyssey is a great stream game.
Yeah.
Because it's you grinding. All right. What do I have installed? And what do I have resolved? Is that anything? Uh-huh. Does anyone have any suggestions?
I think you should do the first thing that pops into your mind.
Okay.
Starting in 5, 4. I want you to clear your mind. Clear your mind.
I
Inhale.
I have opened something.
And exhale. First thing.
I've opened something. And we're going to see if this works.
EPS-XE?
What is this? Is this a first-person dungeon crawler?
I don't recognize. What is this? Is it the title card?
Is it Shadow Tower? That's just a random guess.
Yeah, I think From Software isn't a bad guess here, actually.
What?
Yeah! We're into those kind of games, huh? Handshake.
What must we do to heal our sins?
Yeah, it looks like a thing in Elden Ring, so I don't know. Maybe my Shadow Tower guess was actually correct. Probably not. I don't know.
Resquit in Pache.
Baroque? Oh!
Huh.
Hey, welcome to Baroque.
Okay, so I was right that it's a first-person dungeon crawler.
Yep. And, alright.
But that looked like a PS2 intro, not a PS1 intro, so...
I have to use circle, which is how you can tell. I am Barak. This is a fan translation.
Barbiturate.
I'm to understand the Saturn version of this game is preferable, just because of some of the art style differences between it and the PSX, but this is the one with the translation, so...
Is there a reason why they did the PS1 version?
Probably easier.
It isn't easier. Yeah.
Okay, so they're drugging you up.
Yeah.
Are you Elvis? What's going on?
And anyway, welcome.
Prepping you for a show?
You shouldn't come over here. Go to the nerve tower. Thing. My hobby is collecting items. I can hold 5 at a time.
Oh, nerve! I didn't realize this was an Ava thing.
Look to the east. The distorted ones writhe in pain. Ooh-ah, a strange voice can be heard coming from the nerve tower.
Neck thing.
Horned woman. My eyes are twitching. They won't stop. The pretend angels are speaking. They're saying, go to the nerve tower.
Sack thing.
Sack
Is that what Sackboy upgrades to? Is that his evolution?
Yeah.
That's why they kept him
Coffin
Sackboy.
Man, how about some training? Please step in, goddammit. Sorry, it'll only take a minute, goddammit. If you die, you're all mine. If that's alright with you, please dive in, goddammit.
Oh, it's a Gungrave game?
He just says, God damn it, every line. Is that something that happens in Gungrave?
No, he has a coffin on his back. Anyway, I'm gonna go kill people as child soldier.
Okay.
Have fun.
I'll probably raid you. Don't wear out your life and soul. Make sure you keep your goddamn HP and vitality as high as you can.
So we're playing this game at some point, probably?
Yeah. I would say so.
Can you strafe, or is it only...
I can strafe with L1 and R1. I mean, when your HP reaches 0, you die. Try not to take damage. Vitality is your vitality.
Of the games that have weird backstories, Baroque has a really weird backstory. That said...
Sting making weird games? Impossible.
Hey, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I played the re-release of this game.
Yeah, it was on Wii and PS2.
I absolutely played the Wii version of this game.
Attack with the circle button. Don't think about dodging. Just try attacking the grotesques head on, goddammit.
But no, yeah, I mean... Sting and Sacknoff, they're the two developers that I keep saying I really want to play something of theirs soon. Sooner rather than later. But then
I'm gonna go into the volume mixer. Game's a little loud. I never think about dodging. Oh, I see.
Would you rather we play Sting or Sacknoff, Brayden?
I mean, Sacknoff is, what, Fidelka, Shadow Hearts.
We can play Dive Alert. What's the other game? Fucking Facile.
Yeah.
Those Neo Geo Pocket Color games.
Yeah. They're making
Hey Borgmaster, when are you gonna play the Neo Geo Pocket Color
That's
ranking
not a
of
5th generation
Wonderswan
console.
games? What if you did something for the Wonderswan?
Oh yeah, when's he doing Portals?
what you pick up is yours. Please press the goddamn triangle button. That's right. I see you equipped it. God damn it. That's good. You can equip using the item screen.
That'll be a Patreon incentive laughing my ass off. We should have Borgmaster Rights, a series about handhelds. As a
Hey,
Patreon
you know...
incentive.
What does Borgmaster think of the N-Gage's library?
Oh, fuck yeah. Tell me more about the Borgmaster's Engage blog series. It's just, I have to remove the fucking battery every time I want to swap out the game!
Does this end with us playing the Elder Scrolls Travel Shadow Key?
Did that actually ever come out?
The N-Gage? It sure did!
Yeah, it was the Oblivion PSP port that never came out.
It was the PSP game that never came out.
Which my understanding is like that was a full port of Oblivion to the PSP.
I wanted to see what that would have been.
From the sounds of it,
there's a video of it out there.
Yeah, from the sounds of it, they got it to work, but it was so compromised. Like the frame rate was like single digits the entire thing, and it was a bad time. Hi, person that we've been talking about behind your back.
I have been invoked.
Yeah, so how much money do I need to pay to force you to start playing handhelds?
Probably not that much, actually. Yeah. How many Game Boy games are there? Too many?
Too many.
It's too many, right? Yeah.
So,
Jesus.
Brayden, this means that you're gonna play Baroque Typing, where they made a typing-themed version of this Baroque universe, right?
Sure.
Right. Wait, they did?
Yeah,
like
they made a typing game.
Was that Japan only, or was that like ported to the States?
I assume it was Japan only, which means I have
Get a
bad
Japanese
news
keyboard.
for you.
Get a Japanese keyboard.
Then
they did a lot of weird spin-offs.
I
for
cannot read
Baroque.
katakana.
They did Baroque Shooting, which is, I believe, a
Which is a Galvan, right?
shooter. And then they did a visual novel. Called Baroque Syndrome, and that was for the PS1, so Borgmaster might play it. No, that didn't get a North American release. Let me check.
Oh god, it's
Did
stumped.
any Baroque game get a North American release?
Okay, did Baroque Syndrome get a North American release?
No.
Survey says...
Absolutely not.
It did, but as an iPad game.
Okay, I'm a liar. There are no grotesque.
Oh, that's weird.
Present to give you a thrill. Be thankful,
They
goddammit.
re-released... I want to play Baroque Syndrome for the iPad. What the fuck?
I mean, is there not an iPad emulator you could?
Fuck up! I need this. It's not translated. Who gives a shit? I want to see Baroque visual novel. $4.
Speaking of
for a
visual
Baroque
novels,
novel that
I got
can't
the
understand
the first main ending of Chaos Child.
Ooh.
And I think it's quite good. I think it uses the ideas of Chaos Head in a much better story. And also, you can tell they're like, hey, we made Steins Gate. What if meddling kids?
So, I've heard conflicting reports. Is Sting actually alive, or are they dead?
Sting? Yeah, that person's alive.
They're releasing a Grida Union.
No, so they're just in re-release form
Or
now.
whoever
like
owns the rights.
Wait, Sting. What Sting are we talking about?
Sting Entertainment, Nights in the Nightmare.
Oh, I thought you meant the musician, the singer. Oh, okay.
No, Sting the
So
musician is
confused.
still alive.
Oh man.
I'll give an
Nights in the
SOS.
Nights in the
Someone get
Nightmare is
mine.
1000% us game. That is off the deep end. Like that game is weird.
Message
Combat
in
systems.
a bottle.
Nights in the Nightmare.
Okay, yeah, I have 0 Baroque games in my calendar, so. Oh well.
Not a horror game guy?
No, it just wasn't in the US for the PlayStation or Saturn.
That's fair. It's okay. I'll play Deep Fear.
Oh, thank you. Someone has to.
The
Yeah,
Saturn
well,
Resident
but,
Evil clone.
I mean, when it comes to weird Japanese anime bullshit, you've got some Saknoth coming up.
Coffin Man. dungeon.
Second
and
off.
So look forward to next time, God damn it.
Kudelka.
Yeah, I want to play Kudelka. Oh.
We remember when we were tagging along with that one guy who was by himself for like, what was it, 10 p.m. till like 3 a.m.?
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm really nervous to do Extra Life for Giant Bomb all by myself, and you and I volunteered to just be there with them.
Yeah.
To lead them through their first charity stream. And we fell in love with Kudelka so much, we basically...
Alright,
We basically were there for the entire stream. Like, this is fucking great!
Alright, let's...
Kudelka's so cool.
Alright, can I switch memory?
Which
Oh, wow.
handhelds
Okay.
fall into that generation? What are the correct generation of handhelds that you'd actually have to worry about?
Like for the 5th gen?
Yeah. What are the 5th generation?
Isn't that the
Game Boy Color.
WonderSwan Color?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's not. That is a lot.
What came out? What was it? What was the one that came out? The Nomad? Did that come out after Game Gear?
Game Boy Color and the Neo Geo Pocket, the Neo Geo Pocket Color, the Genesis Nomad, the R-Zone, the Virtua Boy. Oh fuck. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We have to
I
do
had
the
to
Virtua
switch
Boy.
memory cards.
I mean,
The
hmm.
Game.com.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the Pocket Station was Japan only, so fuck it.
That's how I got the cool shit in Final Fantasy VIII.
I love...
Oh.
Anyway, welcome back to Creepy. Like, this has a look, right?
Were you aware that the original PlayStation Vita had backwards compatibility for the Pocket Station?
What?
How?
How? I mean, I guess you could run like a
They
software version
revived
game,
the
but-
Pocket Station as an application for the PlayStation Vita, so you could play the original Pocket Station format minigames in any PlayStation game that you bought for the Vita, and they even had like a dongle where you could make the original Pocket Station work on the Vita, but it was Japan only.
Oh man, I love dongles.
I like this game's entire deal. As far as, like, you like grunge.
Yeah.
Not really.
Pretty.
I like...
Man, already on level 5, just power leveling through this.
Yeah, it's because I did the tutorial dungeon.
Isn't this also a roguelike?
Yes, it
Is
is.
this game hard?
I have no idea.
Already obtained.
Alright.
Dubious?
Darkness infested me.
Oh, okay.
Same.
This is called Idiot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat it. Gonna open this. Okay, we know what that is.
Okay, so the Game Boy Color only had 446 North American games.
Yeah, you could
That's
absolutely
not
do
bad.
Game Boy Color because that's like a weird half-step portable.
Yeah.
A series on the Neo Geo Pocket Color would be very quick.
That would be that's like Jaguar length here.
Like fucking North American releases.
32X.
No, never 32X. I lost count. Crap.
Well, the good news about the 32X is that there are like 6 games for it.
Especially 32X is such a weird idea. Like, we want ROMs in our fucking CD-ROM thing, plus scan and attach it. It's like, you're putting life support on this thing you should just move away from. Also, it sounds like, in terms of, people who are trying to preserve stuff, the 32X is highly, highly finicky and also has a high fail rate.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
There's like 40-something Neo Geo Pocket and Color games in the US.
Those
Oh,
Neo
yeah,
Geo
that-
Pocket Color fighting games are super cool.
Yeah. It's definitely better than Mortal Kombat on the original Game Boy. Got that piece of shit. God, I own that piece of shit.
and sold very well.
Yeah, because it had Mortal Kombat, and it was for the Game Boy.
Mortal Kombat in your pocket. Yeah, I can see that selling all the time.
God, it was such a... I like challenge
Which of us will
anyone
die? Oh, God!
to really buckle down and think of, like, what are 5 original Game Boy games that are actually worth playing?
Original
Pokemon.
Game Boy?
Probably one of those Saga games.
No, they're not worth playing.
Oh, it's okay. One of our fan picks is
What was
Final
that?
Fantasy
Saga
Legends?
2.
I was about to say
Legends
Final Fantasy Legends.
That's all 3 of them.
Does Donkey Kong Land count?
Yes, Donkey Kong. Donkey
There's-
Kong 94 counts.
There's the 2 Mario Land games. Those are alright.
Yeah.
I like the second one more than the first, but I guess you could argue.
Mario
They're
Land
both
1 isn't
okay.
important. I don't think it's good, but
What are y'all's opinions on Metroid 2?
Eh.
there are
better
better ways to
version
play
of it.
Metroid 2.
There are 2 better versions of that game, in fact. But I'm curious.
That game is super fucking hard, which is a weird thing to say because I always felt like Metroid was kind of easy once you turn the corner in that game.
Yeah.
Everyone complains about Mother Brain in Metroid 1, and I just don't. Even as a kid, I was like, it's not that hard. You just gotta watch out for fucking shit.
The problem with Metroid 2 is mostly that it lacks a map. It has repetitive environments, and the camera's zoomed in very close.
Well, that's why the Nintendo Power that had the maps from Metroid 2 in it was something that I used to the point where it started to fall apart, and I had to put it in a binder.
Well, I played that game on an original Game Boy, and did not have any Nintendo Power maps. I was a lot more patient as a kid.
I think
I
this
don't know if
game has vibes. That's my feeling on Baroque thus far.
Yeah, do you think that this is... Do you think that the swearing is a embellishment of the translation, or do you think that it was this
I
gritty-
bet the character just says "kusa."
Yeah.
Oh wow, so I'm playing Kudelka in 2028. So,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh.
save the date.
Yeah.
One of the earliest games I ever played was Interstellar Assault on the original Game Boy. I bet that game actually probably does hold up pretty well.
I'm gonna do what causes Brayden to always love me. I'm gonna look up best Game Boy games and see which listicles come up.
Pokemon.
Okay, let's pull up Polygon and then Nintendo Life. Alright, so X, yep. Trip World, Game Boy
What I
Wars
understand,
Turbo,
translations all over the place. That wouldn't surprise
Sword
me.
of Hope, Chalvo 55, Avenging Spirit, Harvest Moon Game Boy. That's right, there was a Harvest Moon game. I didn't like that game. Kid Dracula, Space Invaders, Metroid 2 is 20, Mole Mania 19, Castlevania 2, Belmont's Revenge.
I have that Castlevania Classic Collection.
Number 17, Gargoyle's Quest. Number 16, Hayanko Alien. Final Fantasy Adventure 15, Mega Man 5, 14, Bionic Commando 13, Balloon Kid 12, Game Boy Gallery 11, Super Mario Land 10, Mario's Picross. That's right, Picross.
Oh, Blackjack P-Cross. Yikes.
Right.
Tetris.
Yeah,
Tetris get a pass.
Tetris is going to 1000% be the number one.
Oh,
Kirby's Dream
yeah.
Land 8, Final Fantasy Legend 7, Tetris is 6. Oh, they put Link's Awakening 5, Wario Land 4, Pokemon 3, Game Boy Camera number 2. That's a fucking take.
I mean, the Game Boy camera is weird.
Hell yeah.
And they put Donkey Kong 94 as number 1, which is probably the right choice.
Donkey Kong
That game
94 is very
cool.
Tetris is the greatest Game Boy game, though. Like, that's...
Yeah, but that's like a basic. That's a basic.
basic choice. Donkey Kong 94 is fucking amazing. Anyways, okay, let's say
So yeah, Baroque.
Nintendo Life. Battletoads on the Game Boy, number 50. Go fuck yourself. Motocross Maniacs. That's a great game. Now we're getting into pinball games. Nope.
I'll report back on some of these when my Analog Pocket arrives sometime in 2050.
Kid Icarus. Go fuck yourself. You put Kid Icarus on this list? Fuck off.
Hey, you know,
Operation C.
Kid Icarus
Quirk,
2. Like the first game, very ambitious.
Oh, fucking Dr. Mario, you can go fuck off. Batman the video game, Donkey Kong Land, which was...
Donkey Kong Land?
Which is the Game Boy port of Donkey Kong
They're not ports, they're different games. It's weird.
It's a very bad game. Kirby's Dream Land, sure. Super RC Pro-Am. I, as a kid, really liked that. Tetris 2, okay. Gargoyle's Quest, Final Fantasy Legend, Donkey Kong Land 3, Cloud Commando, Kid Dracula, Final Fantasy Legend 3. Let's get to the top 20. 20, Mega Man 5. 19, Harvest Moon.
They did port Donkey Kong Country to the Game Boy Color.
Yeah,
That's right.
we called it Donkey Kong Land, and I brought that up a little while
Donkey
ago.
Kong Land is different than Donkey Kong Country.
Oh, Donkey Kong Color. Yeah, Donkey Kong Country, I'm sorry, Donkey Kong Country did get ported to the Game Boy Color. And that is like the original game.
18, Kirby's Dream Land 2. 17, DuckTales 2. 16, Tetris Attack. 15, Final Fantasy Legend 2. 14, Mole Mania. 13, Donkey Kong Land 2. 12, Belmont's Revenge. Castlevania. 11, DuckTales. P-Cross. 10, Mario Land 2 and the 6 gold coins. 9, Final Fantasy Adventure. Alright, Final Fantasy Adventure is the Mystic Quest port.
Yes, Final Fantasy Adventure is
the Game Boy monochrome
oh god,
of Mystic Quest, which somehow people like Final Fantasy Adventure more than Mystic Quest.
Is it more difficult?
No,
the only thing I understand
it's simplification. The best way to say it is that Final Fantasy Adventure is a simplification.
No, Final Fantasy Adventure is the first Mana game.
No, that's Legend.
Well, Final Fantasy Legend is the first Saga game, isn't it?
Yeah, Final Fantasy Legend is the first Saga
Oh, that's
game.
right. This is
Adventure
where we get into
is the
weird...
first.
No, okay, so it's complicated. So we call it Final Fantasy Adventure. It's Seiken Densetsu.
Yes, which
Final
is...
Fantasy Gaiden. Shut up! I'm trying to talk here. But in Europe and all non-North American English-speaking countries, it was called Mystic Quest 2. See? You just have to let me talk. Okay, 7 is Wario Land 2. Pokemon Red Blue 6. Pokemon Yellow is 5. Putting Pokemon
What the fuck?
Putting Pokemon Yellow above Red and Blue is a fucking...
I mean, Yellow's a better version of those games.
It's just...
Yo!
It's just fucking, you get
it is
Pikachu
more
and it's
functional.
more... It's more themed to... Yeah, it has fewer bugs.
It like, the thing people forget about Pokemon Red and Blue is how fucking busted those games are.
Yeah. Critical hit being attached to speed is fucking great. Also busted.
Yeah, a lot of mechanics in those games that weirdly enough,
So, 4 is Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3. God, the naming for those is so fun. 3 is Donkey Kong, 2 is Tetris, and they went with Link's Adventure as number 1.
Nerds.
Link's Awakening is a very good video game. And the idea that they crammed all of that into a Game Boy is impressive.
The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, the Switch version of that game is pretty goddamn cool.
Oh yeah, no, like the remake is awesome for that game.
It didn't need to be $60, but you know, Nintendo tax.
If you really press me on it, I think the version of that game that I played the most might have been Link's Awakening DX for the Game Boy Color. Video games can be good. Surprise, surprise.
I have my doubts on that.
Oh, Mister, I'm playing nothing but 3DO games tomorrow.
No, not tomorrow.
You have a bad record. Why did someone? Oh God, someone's. Okay. Well, alright, we're gonna have to fucking.
Hey, I was playing Jaguar games today. All right, you can't tell me if video games are good.
Video games have some good moments.
Speaking of good video games. Chaos.
Yeah, you're fighting like a wheel dick monster that licks you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So this supposed to be like so is this supposed to be not like a horror or a eroge game? I guess it depends on your perspective.
This is an eroge.
Yeah,
Are
this
those
is
testicles?
eroge.
Are you slapping some balls?
I could go for some eroges right now. That's a joke. I'm instead of saying pierogies, I'm saying eroge.
No, I took you seriously the way you said. Yeah, no, I believe that you could.
I went to a Chinese buffet today.
Yeah.
For the first time.
And you didn't get food poisoning?
I mean, it's been 7 hours, so.
Those buffets are fine. Usually.
I have not been to a buffet since the pandemic.
Yeah.
And it was like being heartening in a way to go to a shitty Chinese buffet. Because in my mind, the Chinese buffet is one of the most American institutions.
So you have been threatened.
There's a gun being held to my head. Hi.
Hi.
So the Chinese buffet. Okay, so what were we getting? How were we maximizing the amount of food that was going down your
so I got I attempted to avoid anything that was underneath a heat lamp that seemed a little too...
Also avoid rice. My general rule of advice, avoid rice.
I did not get any rice because I did not know where the rice was until I had already gotten to my third
I will just
plate.
tell you that rice, when it's not properly stored, is a bed for mold and bacteria.
Yeah, no, you know, I'm sure they were doing fine. Anyway, what's up? I'm Urim. The name's Thumbim. The bottom layer is now.
What were the things that you were eating?
I got some barbecue spare ribs, a couple bao.
Sounds good as well.
Big. There was something called peanut butter chicken.
Oh.
Which was fried and breaded chicken with peanut butter in it. And it's like, yeah. This all checks out. And you know what? Like, I did not it was only like $11.50 for lunch. So I did not feel the need to, like, maximize myself to the point of feeling like shit because I'm 30. I like this game's vibes. It is pretty simple mechanically.
This is, okay. So, this is so good. So, we were talking about Saknoth and stuff. It turns out that Pennyblood now has a release date of 2025. Yet Arm Fantasia release date is TBD.
I did not back that Kickstarter.
You listen to my words, my good son.
No, you made a good point, which was like, I don't know. In general, it takes a lot for me to back a Kickstarter. Like, I did the Brandon Sanderson books. I did M's thing because I want to support M. I was backer number 40. But, like, I don't know. It would take, like, Owlcat being like, we're making another fucking Pathfinder game, and me going, yeah! Because Wrath of the Righteous is the best CRPG of the last 5 years. Maybe. I guess Pillars 2 was 2018, so not close. Doing some very Kingsfield bobbing and weaving here. And there are only 5 floors in the dungeon the first time you go through, I guess. Oh yeah, speaking of dungeons, do you have any preferences for what you want to do for the tabletop group?
Hardcore pornography.
Okay, well, we're not doing Fatal, so I'm sorry.
So we're doing... Are we not doing Final Fantasy?
Well, we're gonna finish that up.
Okay.
But, like, the next thing I'm doing.
I think we were talking about Blades in the Dark, right?
Yeah.
What about Blades in the Dark?
What do we want to do next?
I mean, aren't we doing Falcon's Final Fantasy
No,
thing
yeah,
yet?
but after that, what do you want?
After that...
doing more Blades in the Dark would be cool. We're gonna pick up our
yeah, something more rules light. By the way, I'm very into this game's, I would say, just industrial grunge soundscape, where it's not really music so much as it is, like, droning.
What was that? It's a Suda 51 game.
The Silver Case.
No, the... Is it him? Or...
I love an eyeball. It cures blindness and lust. Killer is dead.
No. Loves it. Let It Die?
Let It Die, yes.
How... Is this in the Let It Die ballpark?
I wouldn't say it's dissimilar. Although, Let It Die... I know that game got very, like, pay to win after a certain point.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I wonder if...
And I'm to understand that No More Heroes 3 is basically a game about Suda being like, forgive my sins. Oh, thanks, Guardian
I know
Angel.
that the Silver Case came out for Switch. And the remaster is not that impossible to find. But did they ever remaster the 25th Ward, the sequel?
Yeah, that's on Steam, I think.
Okay.
I'm still working...
I remember that game had that remake had a really weird case because it was originally a mobile game, and like Suda's like, we might as well just build it up from the ground up. Yeah. Suda, he makes good games.
He makes interesting
from time to time. He makes good games from time to time. Time to time. Does that mean that
I know that No More Heroes 3 is basically a game about him and his career and just being like, I can't do this shit again.
I mean, he did that one Neo Genesis Evangelion game, which is very fucking funny.
He worked on Fire Pro. That was how he got his start.
What was it? Rebuild Evangelion Impact?
Sure. Listen, you could tell me anything about those Evangelion games after telling me there's an Evangelion game that is a dating sim that dares propose what if Shinji was straight.
Yes, well, both of them do.
And to that I say, the only girlfriend of steel Shinji has is his own right hand. Am I right, homies? Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
I mean, the funny one is the Neo Genesis Evangelion 2 for the PS2. That's the one where you can play literally
oh, God!
character. Like, you can even play as, like... You can play as any characters in that game. You can even be like, what if, you know, was a good father to Shinji? And you can actually be a good father to Shinji.
I branded myself, and I don't know what that did.
People really like that N64 Neo Genesis Evangelion.
Who are those people?
Shit.
Who are those people, Chris? Are they real?
Probably the people who played Girlfriend of Steel.
So, does your HP just constantly regenerate in this game?
It's very much a traditional ass. It's a little mystery dungeon, I guess, is how I'd say it. Where your HP is regenerating slowly over time, but your vitality is ticking down. And once your vitality hits 0, you
Yes, Silver Case is a very wild ride. I don't know if it's an RPG.
You what? You die, or what happens?
Your HP starts ticking down. Can you hear my voice? I'm addressing you through the sense sphere. Anyway, now fire the angelic rifle.
Hell yeah. This game goes places.
Yeah, this is like Purify the Insane God of Creation. What?
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyway.
you know, my favorite thing of, like, weird Neo Genesis Evangelion video games is Girlfriend of Steel 2nd, taking place in the alternate universe seen in episode 26.
Remember your duty. Shoot the angelic rifle at the bottom floor and purify the world.
And then it was so popular, it got its own manga. So there's a manga that takes place in the universe of Girlfriend of Steel 2nd.
Yep, sure is. So this one is garbage too.
Fucking great. This is a good cutscene.
Yeah, the
good.
Shinji Ikari Rising project. Hold on a moment. Anyway, this game's cool. When fragments of the simulation linger in his memory, he'll think of nothing but a prophetic dream.
I like how the English subtitles just are placed on top of the Japanese.
Yeah.
They didn't. That's the way they did that, huh?
Yeah. Hey, editing FMV
That's the way they did that, huh?
Editing FMV shit on an ISO of a video game is hard.
I mean, yeah. I mean, go with God, right? Like, fuck. I'm not here to judge. Do what you gotta do.
Well, that's Baroque. I managed to beat the game, guys.
Sure did. How do you feel? Do you feel good?
It's neat. It's probably a better adventure game than Monkey Island.
It's better. It's not better than Myst, though.
It's probably better than Myst.
It's not better than Myst. It's not. It's definitely not better than Riven.
Yeah, there are no monkey calls I have to memorize. I don't have to press the coconuts in a specific order.
No, you put pieces of food into pellet machines to capture frogs. God damn it.
Yeah. A reasonable.
You gotta get that book so as that Gen doesn't capture. You can capture Gen and then he doesn't kill Artris.
Yeah.
I get the good ending.
Sure, buddy.
Gotta get the good ending. Otherwise, you're not playing Riven well enough.
And how many months did it take you to do that, sweetie?
I actually think the bad ending's kind of cool. All right, bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.